Are you expecting lack or failure? Or are you expecting abundance? This slight shift, which packs a huge punch, made a huge impact on this client success story that I'm going to share with you today. So get ready. You're going to love this story. And I want to show you how to move you out of that lack and failure and you're not getting what you want into expecting that everything is yours. Welcome, my name is Rose and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you live a life that you love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me or joining the Rosey Life course and community, go to RoseyLife.com and you can read all the information about that. I show up every Wednesday live to answer your questions. And there's 12 lessons in there for you to do self-paced so that you can start getting out of that external thinking and more internal where all your power lies. I also am still going to keep the 6-month Platinum Coaching Program open until November 15th. That's when we start. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me or you can go to RoseyLife.com and read more about it. I'm so excited for all the people that have already signed up. I cannot wait to meet each and every single one of you. I am over the moon excited. Okay, so I'm going to start with a success story because I truly like reading the email, the whole story for you guys instead of just giving you guys little clips of it, because sometimes the way they describe it is like so much nicer. I mean, it's so much more detail in it. So let's get that started. So the subject line says, money success. I am always expecting more. She says, "Hi Rose, thank you for our session today," because she is a client and a subscriber. She says, "I needed to be reminded of my power and who I am. I promised I would send you my money and job success story, so here it is. I remember the moment the desire came into my awareness. I was sitting at my parents' house. Things went quiet, and I knew immediately I wanted to experience more when it came to my job. I was lacking creativity in my job and knew I wanted to start experiencing it. I quickly told myself I'm always being creative at work. After that day, the idea of what I wanted job-wise became clearer and clearer until I had it. I could see, I knew what it felt like and the kinds of things I would be doing in that job. So I declared, I already have that job. I'm living it right now. 2 days later, I got my dream job in the most unexpected way. The job was practically handed to me on a silver platter. I didn't have to try hard to get it. Everything was easy. The job description was exactly what I was looking for, and I have been loving it ever since. I kept my day job because I was not ready to let go of the friendships and socializations I get at my current job, but I assumed I'd be keeping it, and now I have the best of both worlds. Little smiley face. I now know that once I am ready to leave my day job to do my fun part of my full-time job, it will be there waiting for me to experience it. I should also mention that my original day job is supposed to be full-time, and I get paid for full-time work, haha, but I only have enough work to do part-time, which means this new part-time work does not require me to work any more or extra hours really. So I now just get paid an extra $30,000 a year to do some work that I love doing, all within the same 9-hour workday. Well, within a week of working in my new part-time job, I declared that will give me a slight raise. And within hours, my boss texted me saying, remind me to raise your rate by $3 for your next invoice and anything after that. I got it instantly. For my original job, I saw last Tuesday that my annual review was coming up the following Thursday. And I declared I already have unlimited amounts of money, so they'll give me a promotion raise. I also knew that already happened. It's happening right now. So there's no waiting for it. It's mine. The money, promotion is mine. I will be ready. During the performance review, we were nearing the end of the meeting and I realized she had not brought up a raise. I panicked for a second, then returned to the knowing I really have my raise right now. So in other words, she doubted. She freaked out for a moment. She's like, oh my God, wait, this isn't happening. But then she said, no, I already have my raise right now. Moments later, she said, oh, and I almost forgot. I want to talk to you about your salary. She gave me a $10,000 annual raise. So now, within a month after declaring, I am in my dream job now, I always have money now, I already have a promotion right now, I now have $40,000 more annually in my 3D. I am now declaring that I keep getting more and more money because there is no limit with God. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much for sharing that story. You guys, in 30 days, she was able to increase her income by $40,000. That is so amazing. And whether this is about money or love or health or anything else, I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through a few things from her success story, but then I want to show you how to apply it to love, to money, to anything that you want, okay? So, and it is very powerful. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's a very powerful shift that I'm going to explain to you. And it's something that I personally did, and I saw the results instantly. So her desire first, okay, her desire was I wanted to experience more when it came to my job. I was lacking creativity. First of all, you can't lack anything. She was just feeling like she was lacking creativity in her job. But out of that came the desire to, I want more. I want to experience more when it came to my job. So she wants more. Do you see? This is normal. We're supposed to want more. It's who we are. It's natural, rather, that we should want more. And so she declared, I am always being creative at work. That was her declaration. And from there, she got the clarity. I could see what exactly I wanted. And why I wanted to point this out, because there's a lot of you who think, well, I would love to start a business, but I don't know what. Or I'd love to change a job, but I don't know what. Or I'd love to do something, but I don't know how or what exactly that is. I don't know what to imagine or what to assume or what to do. Well, neither did she. She just knew that I wanted to experience more when it came to my job. I was lacking creativity. So that's what she realized. She's like, I don't like that I don't get to be creative. And then she said, well, I'm always being creative at work. Do you see? There was no specific job or business idea that she had in mind, but she declared this, and then she had clarity. Then she could see, because before, from this assumption that I'm lacking clarity, I don't have what I want, she couldn't see the opportunities. She couldn't see the options for herself. Her higher self already knew what to give her, but she couldn't see it coming from this assumption that she's lacking. But when she went into I'm always being creative at work, now she's in a whole new state, a whole new assumption, and now she has privy to see options that will fulfill her at work. So she saw after she declared. So she declared that she is something, and then she was downloaded ideas and clarity, and then she got her dream job. Do you see? So it's okay if you guys don't know exactly how much money to ask for, or exactly what kind of career or business to start, or exactly the kind of person you want to be with. It's okay. But what you can do is you can find something that you feel like you're lacking in your life, or lacking in your business, or lacking in your career, or do you see? Because there's something that you do know you want. And so you declare that. You're like, I do know I want to feel that or experience that. And then you say, I am that. And then you get the clarity. So that was really important. So another thing is she desired more money. She didn't say how much more money. She just said, I want more money. Okay. And so she said, I want more money. And then she declared, I will get a slight raise. Instantly, boom, within moments, she get a text from her boss. Let's add another $3 to each project that you do, or an hour, whatever it is, right? And then at her other job, she says, they will give me a promotion raise. They will. They will. It's not, I have. You notice a combination of I am always being creative at work. I am always. And here they will give me a promotion. Notice that she's using future tense and past tense, or present tense rather. They're both okay. I don't want you guys to think that there's a secret sauce in past present tense. Notice she used future, I will, they will give me a raise, and I am. So it's not how she said it. It was her conviction and her belief in her knowing that I am, that she has everything. And that's what she said many times in that email, is that she is infinite abundance and she already has everything right now. So how she said it was irrelevant. It was that knowing that I am everything right now because she says so. So they will give me a raise, and they did. Again, it was instant. And even she had those doubts that they weren't going to give her the raise, but she said, no, it's already mine. And and the boss says, wait a minute, I forgot to add this 10,000 on top of your salary. So she now is clearing another 40,000 a year doing what she loves. So today I wanted to talk about, this was from a former session, and today actually had another session with his same client, and the same person, you guys, that's manifesting these amazing things, right? The same thing, right? Today we had a session about something else, and she said, I had a really rough week, and that she was really angry and frustrated and tired, and said, she said, I was really mad, and she said, I wish I never learned the law. This is what was happening in her week. Coming from this person, you guys, that manifested all these wonderful things, she was having an off week. And she says, I just was so angry and so mad and frustrated. And she said, it shouldn't have to be this hard, for other things that she's manifesting. And she said, wait. And she booked a session because she wanted to talk to me about this. And she booked the session. And then after she booked the session, she said she was getting ready for bed. And she said, it shouldn't have to be this hard. And then she had a realization. She says, wait, I'm observing me. I'm observing the old me that used to control and try to manipulate and try to trick and convince her brain and convince herself or convince others that she could have something. I was still in this subtle way, she said, trying to control everything. Even though I had freed myself from other things, I was still in a way trying to control the law. I was still trying to control the how. I was still trying to control all of it by using techniques and different affirmations. I was still not allowing my higher self to work through me. And she says, wait, I'm observing that old version of me. And this is what we talked about in the session. She said, I almost canceled the session because I had actually kind of had it figured out with you. And then we started talking in the session, and she had more realizations. And she said, now I'm glad I kept the session. She said, because now what we talked about is that was what her meltdown was, is she was observing the old version of herself that was dying. That was the old man dying. That she could have never been able to see herself trying, efforting, controlling still if she were not that person. But she's not that person. She's this new version of herself that she's claiming herself to be. That's why she can observe that old person. Do you see the difference? Before, she was in it, and that's why she wasn't aware of it. And even in our other calls, she wasn't able, and I wasn't able to talk about this with her because she was not in that state. Do you see? So in this call, it was such a wonderful call with her. She says, oh my gosh, she says, I'm not her anymore. That's what's happening. That's what she realized during the call. She says, oh my God, I'm not that old version of me that was controlling. I'm not her anymore. She says, I'm the I am. That's who I am. And I see it now. She said, I was thinking that I was still stuck in that old state, but I'm not, because I'm watching her and I'm not her anymore. I am everything. I am moving. I'm shedding the old me because I'm in the new version of me. Do you see? So it was really a beautiful call. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys, okay, about the difference of what this client did. And I had talked to her about this a few weeks ago, right around her success story. And we talked about the difference here. And this is what I too have experienced as well. And I've shared this with many, many of my one-on-one clients, that you're going to find that there's a difference. And these are two different people, two different identities. And there's infinite, right? But this is what I found that this client and many other clients were doing before and what moved them, right? So let's say you receive money, you receive love or relationship, whatever, or you receive some good news, something good's happening for you, right? But what most people tend to do is they fear it will run out. So you fear the money will run out. You get into a relationship and you fear it's not going to last. You feel that it's too good to be true and that they'll leave, or that they'll leave you for someone else, or you get good news, or you're feeling good, your body's feeling healthy, and you fear that it's not gonna last. You fear that it will leave you. You fear that the money will leave you. You fear that the person will leave you. You fear that this feeling good in your body will leave you. You fear that these things will leave you somehow, some way. Or that you have to stash it away. If you get money, good news, or whatever, you have to savor it because you're afraid it's not going to last. So you start squirreling it away, right? And that's your way of trying to control it. You think you got to control the good or the love or the money that you receive. And so you try to control it. Or you could reject it because your fear of losing it. So you reject it. You're like, I'm going to get ahead of it. I'm going to get ahead of it, and either I'm gonna leave that person first before they leave me. I'm gonna find all these problems wrong with them, or I'm just gonna spend the money because I'm gonna go buy my shoes, because otherwise, before I know it, the money's gonna be gone, right? You try to get ahead of it in some weird way, whether it's love, health, you'll find it in yourself, okay? Or you'll react to it as if it's going to leave anyway. It's going to be gone anyway, right? So you react to it. You're just like, you know what? It's going to leave anyway. So who cares? So you get an attitude with that person, with the money, with the situation. You're just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to eat those 30,000 donuts because it's not going to work anyway. It doesn't matter what I do. It's just not going to work. Do you see what we do? We just give up and we just react to it. And you're like, whatever. It's not going to work anyway. I'm just going to be mean. I'm just going to say what I want to have to say because they're going to leave anyway. Watch. Do you see, we get into all these things and we think that it's just going to leave us, right? And you expect it to not flow. In other words, all of this is you're expecting it to not flow. This is lack. This is that there's a cap on your good. That's what all this is. Compared to, and this is where I've moved a lot of my clients into, and this is where I remember moving into this too, right? Instead, you receive money, you receive love, you receive good of whatever kind. You instead imagine yourself now that you're this person. As I'm speaking and sharing this list, I want all of you to imagine the version of you that feels and thinks like this, okay? I expect it to keep coming. I expect the money to keep coming. I expect the love to keep coming, the romance, the commitment. I expect the good news to keep coming. I expect the good times, the happy times. I expect it to keep coming and coming to me. I am infinite abundance, so there is no cap. It just keeps coming. There's no end to my good. I don't have to hold on to it out of fear. I don't have to hold on to the money out of fear that it won't come. I don't have to hold on to the person out of fear that they'll leave me. I don't have to hold on and control and micromanage and try to check on them. And I don't have to do these divisive things out of fear. I don't have to be overly nice. I don't have to overly spend money. I don't have to overly prove myself. I don't have to look perfect all the time. I don't have to do any of these things. I don't have to hold on to it because it's already mine and it's infinite. It keeps coming. I spend and however I want. I spend my money. I invest. I give it. I use it because it keeps coming. So that's how you look at money. I spend it. I invest it. I use it. I give it because it keeps coming no matter what. Do you see? And with love, I keep loving, I commit, I invest in our relationship because we keep getting better and better and better. Do you see? I can relax because it's all mine. I can relax. I can enjoy it. I can feel fulfilled in it. I can expect more because I'm infinite. It just keeps coming and coming. Do you see the difference between expecting it to flow out of infinite abundance and expecting it to cut off? This was the big shift for this client that I talked to you about. And this is a shift that I've taken a lot of clients into. And I want to leave you with this quote from A Course in Miracles that kind of sums it all up. It says, hold on to nothing. Do not bring with you one thought of the past has taught, nor one belief you have ever learned from anything. So you don't have to hold on to anything. Don't hold on to a thought. Don't hold on to a belief. Don't hold on to anything, because instead, let go of that idea that you could run out, that the good times can run out, that the happiness could run out, that the joy can run out, that the health could run out, that your love could run out, that anything could run out, that your business could run out of clients, that your anything, that you could run out, whatever it is that you desire, it can't run out because you are infinite abundance and you cannot run out of all that there is for you. If you put your awareness on to being the version that expects it to keep coming and coming and coming and coming, instead of seeing everything as lack and running out. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to The Rosey Life, and thank you for sharing my content with others. I appreciate you guys so, so much, and I will see you really soon because you're all so freaking amazing. All right, bye.